You know, I remember a time when Star Wars fans were excited whenever a new project was announced. But after flop after disaster after flop after disaster after flop after flop after flop after flop,
Okay, that's enough.
now whenever a new Star Wars project is announced, fans shudder in anticipation as we await to see how Disney further are going to destroy George Lucas's legacy. And the next project that will do just that is The Acolyte, Disney's latest attempt to rid the Star Wars galaxy of male filth.
Yes, yes.
I've seen and heard other content creators, even in my own comments section, suggesting that it doesn't matter if it's a male or female or whatever that is represented on screen, just as long as the story that's being told is a good one. That's what matters, and I believe the people who think that have a point. However, let's not pretend that it completely doesn't matter. Relatability is crucial in storytelling because it allows viewers to see aspects of their own lives, thoughts and emotions reflected in the characters on screen. One of the main ways in which people relate to a character is through the gender of the character. Characters of the same gender often provide a mirror through which the viewer can explore their own identities, struggles and aspirations. Take Luke Skywalker, for example, in The Empire Strikes Back. In Luke's training with Yoda on Dagobah, he practices discipline, patience and resilience and all of that sort of stuff, which parallels the growth in real life that men experience through personal development. The guidance that Luke receives through Yoda and Obi-Wan throughout the entire original trilogy can be compared to the influence of mentors or father figures that men have in their own lives. Or another example is the clones in the Clone Wars TV series. The clones are central to the show and they represent a strong sense of brotherhood and loyalty, themes that resonate deeply within many men. The portrayal of the clones as a tight-knit unit overcoming adversities and forming bonds akin to family can mirror real-life male friendships. This might help to explain that a poll done by Quantic Foundry shows that in video games, people prefer to play characters of the same gender as themselves. Although it must be said that some men do choose to play as female characters for purely story-related reasons.
Yeah.
In my opinion, although the gender of the characters involved isn't as important as a well-written story, it is still significant. There's a reason for years Marvel didn't ever bother trying to do a superhero movie with a female lead, because a person called Isaac Perlmutter at one point was Disney's largest shareholder, and he believed that no one would bother going to see a female star in superhero movie. Turns out, a couple of years later, Kevin Feige admitted that Isaac was proved right, with Kevin Feige reportedly saying that female superhero movies have been a disaster.
Fuck.
And we've got to pander harder!
But Disney worked out a not-so-clever philosophy of getting around this issue. The old bait and switch. Trick your audience into thinking you'll be watching a story about one character, but really it's about another. For example, the Hawkeye series was actually about some girl called Kate Bishop. Disney and Marvel both knew that if they had called the show Kate Bishop, nobody would turn up to watch it. This happened multiple times. Thor Love and Thunder actually focuses on Jane Foster. The Mandalorian Season 3 focuses on Bo-Katan. And the Kenobi show focuses on Reva. If I was in the mainstream media, I'd be booted off and never be allowed back for what I'm about to say, but I'm not, so who cares? I just like seeing guys doing cool stuff, whether it be Tom Cruise flying fighter jets, or Luke Skywalker demolishing an army of robots, or Tony Stark working in his garage on his latest Iron Man suit.
There's nothing wrong with women, of course. I love women. Sometimes a little too much. Not in a creepy way, just more of a respectful appreciation.
Unfortunately, Disney worry too much about who is in their movies and TV shows rather than what their stories are actually about, or even if it's any good.
Not a great plan.
Thank you so much for watching. Get your comments in below. Do you think the gender of the characters represented on screen matters or is important? Also, please subscribe. It would really help me out. You know you want to.
Do it!